Hi there. I'm being mysterious, and I'm being slightly evasive, and I'm being effuse. This is a review of Monuments to an Elegy by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Alright, so, hi. Welcome to Album a Day online. My name is Daryl. I'll be your critic today. So, as you can see, this is yet another new Smashing Pumpkins album, which really should be called the Billy Corgan experience at this stage, since he is the only original member to appear on this record. Monuments to an Elegy is 9 songs long and barely clocks in 38 minutes, which in of itself is not a bad thing. There was a time when rock and roll records were barely 34, 35 minutes. Take some of the best rock and roll albums from the late 70s and the early 80s, you get bands like Van Halen, straight ahead, hit them hard, hit them fast, get out. Don't overstay your welcome, all killer, no filler type of stuff. And that's what this album, Monuments to an Elegy by the Smashing Pumpkins, released in late 2014, is like. The last studio recording that put out by the Billy Corgan Experience, or the Smashing Pumpkins, as they are want to be called, was the 2012 album Oceania. And it was a Smashing Pumpkins record. It was just as good as any record put out by the original lineup of the Smashing Pumpkins. And it was the first record that Billy had worked on in a while that didn't have um, stalwart drummer Jimmy Chamberlin on the drums. Jimmy isn't on this record either. And so when I first got it and I opened it up and I'm looking through the booklet, because I actually still like to have books to read, and I'm looking at who's playing on it, and it said Tommy Lee on drums. And I went, Tommy Lee? No, that can't be Tommy Lee. And yes, it is Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee, drummer extraordinaire, the man with the sizable endowment, according to various internet videos, that I actually have never seen. I'm such a fan of Tommy that I don't need to see his member. I don't need to see it. He's also one of the reasons that I became a drummer myself. Tommy Lee of Motley Crue, in case those of you out there who aren't sure who I'm talking about. Tommy Lee of Motley Crue met with Billy Corgan and provided drums for this album, and it doesn't provide the same mm, hit hard, but also hit almost like a really crushing ballerina that Jimmy Chamberlin hits with. That's because of his jazz background. Tommy Lee comes from the John Bonham, the hit it hard, just be a real tough, hard hitting drummer type of like heavy metal rock and roll drummer. And his style has changed definitely. For those of you who are Tommy Lee fans, the songs on Monuments to an Elegy that he plays on, which is all of them, he isn't out to prove himself at this stage. He just really enjoyed. You can tell he sounds like he really enjoyed playing the drums, and it sounds like a Smashing Pumpkins sound. That's really all I can say. Is it as good as the best Smashing Pumpkins recordings, a la their first studio album Gish, their second Siamese Dream, and their third Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness? No, but is it the best that Billy has put out since then Machina, the Machines of God from 2000? I think so. Does it match up to 2002's Zwan record, which was basically a Smashing Pumpkins record, but a differently named project under the name Zwan, which if you're a Smashing Pumpkins fan and you never bought Zwan, you should go out. ZWAN. It's an excellent, excellent, fun rock and roll, pop rock and roll record. And that's really what you can say about this. Um, a lot of the music that you expect to hear from Billy Corgan without any of the pomposity. So 9 songs, just barely 38 minutes. Does it hit hard and does it get out? Yes, it hit hard and it get out. It's in record stores now. Monuments to an Elegy, The Smashing Pumpkins. If you haven't bought a Smashing Pumpkins record since, say, 2000's Machines of God, this is well worth checking out. For Album a Day Online, my name is Daryl. You have a good evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Pew, 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 pew.